This is a demonstration of the current version of the Rigids program, version 1.45. This is primarily to show how I'm using the reference points to align the insole, and it's been prepared so you can comment on what parts you might like, what parts are missing, what parts are incorrect. So we start by loading a job. This is the Rapid Shell 3D example provided by Conrad. It's stored in the data demo directory. We open the script. We then load the left foot. The scan comes in. We zoom in and we place our three reference points. Heel, first MPJ, fifth MPJ. We can align for Valgus or Verus because none is set. Would use Valgus. Optional scaling operation. We now position the scan data with respect to the orange foot profile outline. Because we're putting in the reference points, I now zoom in to get a better target. We pick the ref points tool. We're asked, do we want to set reference points? We say yes. The reference points are set as light grey spheres and the positioned using the middle mouse button. This is so the left and right mouse buttons can be used to manipulate the 3D display. So we find a nice arch point and indicate that. We then come to a bottom view again. We set the lateral and medial heel points. I point at the back and the lateral and medial forefoot points, and a central reference point if we need to adjust that area. All the points have been set, which is verified by the grid being displayed. We can now leave the toolbar, zoom out a little bit, and we can create the rigid insole. Asks for a file name and we create the rigid. This is theoretically created according to the reference spheres. We can have a closer look by entering adjust scan under the foot scan option. This gives us a toolbar, and at this stage the toolbar is affecting the scan mesh, not the red insole. So I typically find I need to rotate the scan mesh very slightly for better alignment with the insole. Not quite sure why that's happening, and I can lower or raise the mesh a little to have it just above the scan surface. We can close the toolbar at this stage. What seems to be happening is the heel looks to be in good position relative to the reference spheres. We can hide the scan mesh so it's a bit clearer that we have just the red insole and all the reference points. I'm not sure what you require at the front of the insole. The insole front edge is set back from the two reference points, which I believe was the original way the dimensions were set up, but you'll need to verify this. The heel points are relatively good position. The very back heel point is not used at this stage. If we go to the arch, it fits in reasonably well. I'll just bring back the scan mesh to check that, so you can see that it's not too bad, but it's easy to move the arch position a bit further forward, and you can quickly modify it if it's not quite right. If you feel that's incorrect, then we'll need to look into how to improve the calculation of that. And just to verify that everything is working, we make an NC, apply the draft angle of 8 degrees, and make positive STL. Save the file to a disk, and this is really just verifying that the final 3D processing has not been affected by the recent changes to the program. So we just have to wait for the processing to complete, and then we'll be able to quickly verify we have a watertight 3D surface. And there we have the 3D surface, the edge shown in yellow, the top and bottom shown in red. So I'm interested in your comments as to what is working and what is not working at the moment, and whether it's heading in the right direction and where I might need to make some changes. Thank you.